Boys and girls, it's Dr. Randy again, showing you guys some new things I've done to my 2015 Sportster 48. Now, as you can see, I've done the tank lift. I went with a company called M40 Customs. They're on eBay. It's MHD. I did a 2.5-inch tank lift this time. Last time I did a 2-inch, but I figured I'd go a little higher this time. They also sent me if you'll notice, they've got the little bar piece right here. That's for the coil relocation and the ignition relocation. So it's in one nice spot. Basically, it's just a hole drilled up here, but it works out. They give you the spark plugs, the relocation, and the tank lift for like 85 bucks, and it saves me about 70 from buying them all separate. So I dig it. Though the spark plug cable they had was suspect, so I kind of had to stretch the OEM one and use it, which seems to be working fine, so I ain't worried about it. But I also got my solo spring seat. That's the OEM Harley Davidson one with the OEM Harley Davidson bracket assembly on the back. Pretty easy to install, pretty simple. It's just a good, comfortable seat. If you guys have a 48, you know that seat, as soon as you hit the accelerator, you just want to fly off and land on the fender. I actually did that the first time I bought my first 2010 5 years ago, and it was kind of embarrassing. So, not to mention I almost died. One more thing I did this morning was drag bar. So I put the Harley OEM drag bar on it because I didn't want to deal with the other ones that might have dimples in the wrong places. And let me tell you, the 2015 as opposed to the 2010 through 2014s are a lot easier to replace the bars on. Kung Fu grips, built well. Sorry, had to bring that up. You'll notice that in the old days, they had the brake line cable, and it was this steel piece that ran around, looked just like that right there. And then that is the unsightly cable holder that you get when you don't have a tank lift kit. And that cable is now gone. So it's just this one brake line cable right here that allows you to stretch and move considerably easier than you were able to do with the other one. Sorry, I'm sick, so I'm gonna sniff a lot. So this makes it much easier to work around, which I really liked. As you'll notice, a lot of people asked me questions on my last one, how I didn't have to move the turn signals, but it fits just right. I mean, you'll see there's no clearance, but you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm not replacing my forks, and everything fits like a glove. You can tell there's almost zero tolerance in there with that, but there is some gap and a little gap right there. So it is possible to put these on. I got the bars done in about 45 minutes. I've done it before, so if you haven't done it, take your time. Should take about an hour and a half to 2 hours if you take some care and do it. Just make sure you tighten these for the next couple days. Every time you're done riding, tighten them, because those things can loosen up with all the rattling and the shaking of a Harley. You don't want that to happen, all right? Other than that, bike looks pretty good. Got everything done pretty solid that I want to do to it. Next, I'm going to paint the